So today we are canning butter. This is a video inspiration from Sherman Family Farms. I love their stuff. I love her stuff. So I'll definitely tag her in this post. But we're going to can butter. My hope is that I will get 2 sticks per half pint jar. So you're going to follow me on this journey. So my jars were warming in the oven at 225 for about 15 minutes, and they're really nice and warm. So what we're going to do is we are going to add butter into our very warm jars, and as it melts down, we're going to keep adding more butter. This is unsalted butter that I got at Costco. It was like $12 or $14 for a 4-pack of them. If you have a cow, you could certainly do this with your own cream, make your butter, and then can your own butter. I'm also using unsalted because this is going to be primarily for baking. That's why I chose these smaller jars, because I want measurements for baking. And so usually when I bake, I use about a cup of butter. And so 2 sticks of butter is a cup of butter. So that's what I'm hoping to get here. This is a Rebel canning recipe. So if you're not comfortable with Rebel canning, that's okay. Like, it's your kitchen, it's your rules. So you choose what you want to do. I'm okay with Rebel canning, so that's what we're doing. And like I said, I'm going to try and fit 2 sticks of butter per jar. So I put these back in the oven so they can melt, and then we're going to add more butter, and you're just going to keep just do this until you get your butter all melted. So I put the 1 stick, oh man, don't let me forget I didn't put one in. I put the 1 stick in already, and then this one I had also shoved like another stick in, so that one over there is really full. So I think we're gonna get I don't think I'm gonna get to the 2 sticks. I think this is gonna be more like a 1 3/4 stick of butter. But we're gonna fill these up with our butter, and then we'll put them back into the oven and let it melt again. And then once it's melted, we'll put our lids on there, and then we'll put them back in the oven. So let's just keep filling our jars with our butter. Might have to start another jar for some of this extra butter. Also, my house inexplicably is smelling like buttered popcorn. So I mean, that's a nice smell. But I'm just filling up the jars. My hands are getting all buttery. Just rub it in, free lotion. Okay, so while I'm waiting for our butter to melt, I wanted to show you the clementines and how pretty they turned out. Are they so pretty? Also, Denali lids. They don't sponsor me. If you want to, here I am, but they don't sponsor me. But I love Denali lids. They're super affordable, and I've yet to have a fail. Knock on wood. But look how pretty that is. And then remember how I said save your peels and use them for cleaner? Here it is. Here's our peels covered in vinegar. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's already kind of turning orange. So what you'll do is, let me get it. You'll get a spray bottle in 2 weeks, and then you'll put half of your cleaning fluid into the spray bottle and fill it with the other half with warm water or hot water. And then you have multi-purpose cleaner, natural multi-purpose cleaner. I think some people do a little bit stronger vinegar sometimes, but I like the half and half. And it smells really nice, and it's all natural. You made it yourself. So it's nothing has gone to waste. It smells really great. It's really easy to make. And you could even gift it if you wanted to, I guess. Oh, I made this for you. Drum it up. Nobody needs to know this is all you did, okay? make it go crazy. But yeah, bottle off of Amazon, our peels from our clementines, and some vinegar. And you got it. Okay, all of our butter is melted. I'm gonna scrape off these milk solids. I'm not sure, I might have to split some of these up, like pour off some of one of these. They're a little full, but we'll see after I pull off these milk solids. It looks like it's dropping them down a bit. But we're gonna remove all the milk solids, and then we'll put them back in the oven. These, you know, maybe you're like, why would you can butter? My children love to bake, or love for me to bake them things. And oftentimes it's on times like this when it's winter and it's super cold, and I never have butter on hand. So I wanted to do this to be able to have butter on hand so that when they want to bake things, I have stuff left over. So a lot of people use the milk solids in popcorn. I might try that, or they might just be a treat on my St. Bernard's dog food today, not sure. Yeah, so it looks like once I remove the milk solids, it's dropping it down to a safe canning level. So I don't think I'm gonna have to pour any off. I must have added some from this guy into that guy. Maybe that's why he's so full. But each jar got 2 sticks of butter is what it worked out to be. So that means each jar has a cup of butter in it. And this is, again, unsalted butter. You could use salted butter, but most baking recipes call for unsalted, so that's what I decided to do. I'll probably try salted next time, just for like cooking, stuff like that, when I need some stick butter, mashed potatoes, whatever, what have you. But yeah, look at that. I'm like really impressed with this, okay? So once I'm done scraping all this, like I said, I'm gonna put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then after that, we'll shake it every 10 to 15 minutes until it becomes kind of one conglomerate thing, and then it can just cool. Okay, so we're gonna wipe our jars down really good, because if we have any of that fat on the top, our lids will not seal. So we're just gonna wipe them down really, really good. While I was skimming the butter, I had my lids heating in the oven so that they'll be nice and hot. It is a cold day. It is not warm enough in my house to keep all these things warm. So they were just heating in the oven for about like 10 minutes while I was doing this. You don't want to use vinegar because this is a milk product, and that vinegar could make it go rancid, and then we'd be in a whole other problem. So we're just using paper towel and just wiping it really good, so that there's nothing on there, so we'll get a good seal with our lids. Okay, so all of our lids are on. These are gonna go back into the oven for about 20 minutes. And then after that, we'll give them good shakes. Make sure when you put your lids on, they're really tight. Okay, so these just came out of the oven, so we're going to shake them every 10 to 15 minutes, because we wanna mix all those solids back together. So every 10 to 15 minutes, you're just gonna come back by and give them a shake until everything, until you shake it and it stops separating. And then they'll sit on your counter for about 24 hours, and then you have shelf-stable butter. Okay, so it's starting to mix together. Do one more shake, and then That should be good. That's how you want it to look, and then it'll just cool and solidify.